Tonight, we're hearing from the agency leading the investigation into what went wrong.
KCRA 3 investigates. Lizzie Mitri spoke with the state fire marshal one-on-one. So, Lizzie, what did he have to tell you?
Andrea, State Fire Marshal Daniel Berlant says his office was on scene the night of the explosions at the request of the Esparto Fire District.
This was a very large facility, lots of different buildings and structures, lots of sea containers or Connex boxes, all of which were significantly destroyed and moved based on the multiple explosions. But our team are trained professionals, not only determining how fire started, but also in post-blast explosions, determining after an explosion how and where it started.
And those are questions, he says, that could take weeks or even months to try to answer. He also couldn't say at this point what material was involved in that initial explosion. For instance, was it fireworks or was it something else that was combustible that then spread to those fireworks? Regardless, the state fire marshal says this is a crime scene. Clearly, something went wrong. It's just a matter of what.
We know that there was an Esparto firefighter with connections to 2 fireworks companies linked to that address. There was a Yolo County Sheriff's deputy who owned the property and was there at the time. We've heard from families who are concerned about maybe a conflict of interest here, knowing that the Esparto Fire Department, Yolo County Sheriff's Office has had access to the scene. What measures have you taken to protect the integrity of the investigation?
There are a lot of red flags in this incident, a lot of questions that rightfully need to be answered, and that's one of the things that we're able to provide to a fire district. As a state entity with trained investigators who are sworn to protect the public, we don't have a conflict, and so our ability to come in and objectively and independently determine how a fire, or in this case an explosion, occurred removes any of those conflicts.
So basically, his investigators are wearing 2 hats here. As the state agency that licenses and regulates firework companies, the fire marshal's office is looking into if those regulations were followed. But they're also stepping in for Esparto Fire to look into the cause of these deadly explosions. Back to you.
I've got to imagine that that's got to be difficult. I mean, with an explosion like this, I mean, this was such a magnitude, right?
Yeah, we had that aerial view that just showed where all the debris went. Extensive scene here, and Berlant acknowledged that we may never know exactly what happened in those moments leading up to this, but he says investigators are doing their best to get those answers for victims' families here.
All right, Lizzie, thank you so much.